Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Rudy's Kitchen Express. Today we're going to make pork Milanese. Pork Milanese originated in the Milan area of Italy and specifically the Lombardy region, and this has been done for centuries. So what we're going to use is pork loin. Then we're going to dredge it in flour, dip it in an egg, and then this is a panko mixture. We like to use panko with some herbes de Provence, pecorino romano cheese, and some lemon. Salt, pepper, olive oil, and that's it. All right. So we're going to add some salt and pepper to each one of these. Okay. Then I'm going to grate some cheese. Okay, now we want to use the rind of a lemon. So I'm turning the lemon as I do this because I don't want that white pith. I just want the essence of the lemon. Okay, good. And that's going to be in our mixture. Mix that around. You don't need a lot because we don't have a lot of pork chops here. If I was making 20, then it would be different. So this pork loin, I like to use it, but often the traditional way is actually with a pork chop. We want to pound this down. This potato masher is my favorite tool for doing it, but you can use a mallet or you can use a rolling pin, but you want to get it uniform to about like a 1/4 inch thick. Okay, that's good. That way, because you're pan frying it, you want to cook it fast, and that way the pork cooks through, and you don't have to cook it for very long. Okay, I'm going to finish up the rest of these pork loins, and I'll be right back. If you like my videos, you can really support me by subscribing and hitting the like. I really enjoy making these for you. I hope you enjoy looking at them and appreciate the subscription. That's a good way to support me. Also, if you have an idea for what you'd like me to make, put it in the comment section below. Or if you have questions on some of the recipes, just put the question down there. I reply to everyone. Thank you. Okay, now we have our pork loins pounded out to about 1/4 inch. Add a little bit of salt, add a little pepper. Now it's like a little assembly line. Dredge it in the flour. What the flour does is it helps the egg to stick. If you don't put flour on it, the egg doesn't want to stick very well. Dust off all the excess. Dredge it in the egg. There, excellent. That's our first one. Now, surprisingly, if you're German, you'd say, hey, that looks a lot like schnitzel, and I'd say you're right. because the Lombardy region of Italy is in the north, very close to the German-Austrian border, and so they share often a lot of similar cuisines. Also, people in Rome have taken on to this recipe a lot, so you find this in the central region of Italy as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this process is suited to many types of dishes or meats. You can use it with veal. A lot of people use Veal Milanese. You can use it with chicken. Chicken is really good, easy, affordable. As I mentioned also earlier, the different types of pork. I think the original version was actually a pork chop. So with our pork Milanese, today we're going to have some runner beans or flat beans that they're called. These are produced in Canada in greenhouses. So you can see how beautiful these things are. And we're lucky to have them in the area. Okay. So what we do is we boil them first, just for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to pan fry them. Okay, so I put a little bit of olive oil in this, and about a knob of butter. Now you want to make sure the oil is hot when you put in the pork Milanese. Otherwise, the bread is going to soak up all that oil. If it's good and hot, it starts that crisping process right away, and that's what we're looking for. The way to tell is that you can get a thermometer. I don't have one, but you can also see when you see the olive oil shimmering, you know it's time to put in your pork. Okay, that looks like it's good. This is on medium-high heat. You see how that's starting to cook right away? Because that oil is hot enough. See if I can get another one in there. Oh no, I don't want to crowd it. So, about maybe 2 minutes aside. And what you want is a little golden brown. You want it dark, too dark. That's why we pounded it, so that it would be thinner and cook faster. Okay, so another hint that it's pretty much ready is you see that it starts to cook up the sides. Let's see how that turns. Oh, perfect! Oh, exactly. That's exactly what we're looking for. Now, once you put it in, don't touch it. Just leave it. Let that caramelization start to happen, and it's exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Set this aside. Oh, good. Wait for another one. So now that I put it in there, don't touch it. Just let it start to make that bond with the heat, and that's where you get the caramelization. It's really going to be good. Okay, these are looking good. Now they're about 90% done. So we're going to put them in an oven at 250 degrees to just finish them off. And we're making the side dishes while we do that, and I'll keep them nice and warm as well. Okay, so these beans have been boiling for 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to put it back on the stove. I turn down the heat. Put in about 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil. One large clove of garlic. In slices. Okay, now we want to cook this slow, but we're going to now saute these beans. Okay. Salt and pepper is all you need with that garlic. These flat beans were my mother's favorite vegetable. Okay, you don't want to char these beans, but you want to see how it's kind of blistered. The garlic is a little bit golden brown, but not black, so it's not overdone. And these beans are done and they're ready to go to the table. So we're going to serve it today with some Spanish rice, and we'll see you at the table in 1 minute. Okay, our meal is prepared. The pork Milanese is ready. We've got green beans and Spanish rice. My beautiful grandchildren. And kids, what do we say before we eat? Bon appetito!